Hey everybody, Adamand here. Just wanted to share a couple of fun mobile capabilities. We'll be integrating these into our, we've integrated them into our Game of Thrones scenario that we're putting together. Probably come online in the next day or two, couple days. We're just in testing now. But these features of these mobiles is kind of fun. Something you may not see a lot. I've never seen it before, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist somewhere. So, if you're familiar with Game of Thrones, some of this will make sense to you. If you're not, then you can just appreciate the mechanics of it as it is. So, this is a weight. In Game of Thrones terms, he is a reanimated dead. So in life, this was Rankin. He was killed by other wights or a White Walker, and then brought back to life as a wight. Okay. And he's just on a spawner here. This is he's standing on his spawner. He's got no purpose, nowhere to go. He's just going to walk around here. And we will have those on Dagger Island, just sort of aimlessly walking around wights. They'll attack players, but they don't really go anywhere or have any objective. Now our White Walker up here, we talked about this in previous videos. I won't deep dive into it here, but he has a nav destination. So for a moment, imagine there's the wall of Westeros down here, but we're just going to use one creature for simplicity here. His nav destination is going to send him to these beacons and keep him moving down here to our goal, right? The other thing that this spawner is set up to do, and it will also be the setup on our champ spawners, is that his team is 3. So in just regular UO speak, that just means that any creatures that are on different teams are going to fight. By default, all of your Ultima creatures are Team 0, and if I was to spawn this guy Team 3 without the new AI I'm going to show you, he would just kill this wight here because he's Team 0, right? Our White Walker is going to be Team 3, but he has a little AI enhancement such that if he sees a wight or possibly another White Walker, he will, instead of fight them, he will try to recruit them, conscript them into his journey, his task, his invasion. And the way that he does that is set the team of his candidate to the same team as him and set his navigation destination to his same navigation destination. All right, so when I spawn the White Walker, I've added some debug messages so you can see what's going on. He is going to emote looking for candidates. When he finds Rankin here, he's going to recruit Rankin, and you're going to see Rankin emote a message that he's been conscripted. Then Rankin will leave this area here, and they will both start heading down this area. And Mr. Ogrelord here, as we just learned, is Team 0 because it's just a standard spawn, right? So in our invasion scenario, when all of the wights and White Walkers spawn, they will just take over the landscape. They'll kill all the rabbits and deer and great hearts and anything that's out there, escorts, everything will get killed. except if they find a wight or a White Walker that is just on the overland, they will recruit them into attacking Westeros. Okay, so without further ado, let's just do it. We're going to spawn the White Walker. He's going to detect this guy, recruit him. They're both going to go head down here and go fight Mr. Ogre. Yep, I've been looking for candidates. I've been conscripted. Now you can see he's leaving his spawner now. He's joined the trek. And now they're going to both start laying waste to everything on the landscape. Okay, so I promised you I would show you the code. It's so simple. It's like 2 lines, but you have to know where to weave it into the AI. So when a mobile thinks, one of the first things they call is acquire focus mob. That just means look for somebody to attack. So in the case of a wight or a White Walker, they would see a player, and they would add them to the list of creatures to attack. I added this hook into focus mob. So after acquire focus mob has a mobile that we can attack, all the rules are met, we call focus decision AI, which really allows the mobile itself to make the final decision. And so our GOT creature gets notified that, hey, look, we found this mobile to attack. What do you think? And normally, by default, without an implementation, we just return the mobile that was passed in. Yes, we're going to attack it. But in the case of GOT creatures, base GOT creatures, if our team is greater than 0, we emote looking for candidates. And 90% of this is just for debugging, for visuals. And then if our team is not 0 and the team of the thing we encountered, and it is a GOT creature, by the way, and their team is not our team, and we have a nav destination, this is really just the 2 lines here. We set their team to our team, and we set their navigation destination to ours, and I've been conscripted. Okay? So it's really pretty much that easy. You put a hook in acquire focus mob, or you could just write your own on-think handler. You can just override on-think in your mobile and then do it there. Either way is fine. Okay, so let's go back and look at part 2 of this, and this is reanimation. So as we mentioned, the White Walkers can reanimate the dead to be part of their force, their army. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So here we've got somebody. So here we got our White Walker. And then we've got 3 wights. Okay, so what we're expecting to see here is that if I kill any of these wights, our White Walker here has a chance to resurrect them, I don't want to say resurrect, to reanimate them. They're still essentially dead, but they're brought back as in a form which can fight, and there we go. Okay, so let's give it a try here. Let's start killing these guys. All right, there we go. Colton was just resurrected by this White Walker. So let's look at Colton. Looks like a ghost, but this is actually a death shroud over Colton. He's here with his weapon, and he's ready to rejoin the battle. Okay, so so that's it. So you've got the two things. You've got conscripting other wights and White Walkers to join you in battle. That was the first part of this demo. And then you've got the ability of the White Walkers to reanimate the dead. And so our invasion, that's going to be part of our Game of Thrones scenario on Dagger Island, the spawner the champ spawner will include these two features. So players will see the White Walkers reanimating the dead and conscripting other overland god creatures to join them in their attack on Westeros. Okay, that's really it. Let me show you really quickly how the reanimation works. Pretty straightforward. You can actually steal virtually all of the rummaging code. The rummaging code in base creature already has the timers. Just rename the timer variables, and rummaging gets you everything up to looking for static corpses. And then what we do here is just replace the guts of it with our own purpose. So we look to see that the owner of the corpse, so every so often you get whatever chance it is, 50% chance after a certain amount of time to reanimate. And if the owner isn't null, and this is something you're going to want to do after you reanimate a corpse, you want to set a flag on the corpse that it's already been reanimated. Otherwise, you can get a White Walker just reanimating the same corpse, over and over and over again, which is not really what you want. And we check to make sure that the owner is a base got creature, or it's a player mobile. And like I said, we can reanimate player mobiles to work for us. And then we spirit speak sound, we look at them, and we play some animations, and then we if it's a player mobile, we will reanimate them as a White Walker. If it's a god creature, we'll just reanimate as the same type. So if it was a got mage or a got warrior or a winter wolf, all these we'll reanimate as that type. And then we create one, we copy the name, and if it's a human body, we throw on a hood, and then we move them to world. We set their team the same as us, and we play some resurrection sounds, and that's it, really. That's the whole thing. So again, I repurposed the code, not the actual rummage itself. I still have rummage in there, but I basically copied the logic and timers because it seemed about right for reanimation, and then just do it. Okay, so that's really it. We'll be launching our Game of Thrones scenario probably Friday or Saturday, and it should be a lot of fun. Lots of mini quests in there, fun things to do, and then some of these unique features of the mobiles themselves. All right, bye.